All right, so we're talking about multiple representations, and that is there's four of them. There's verbal, the equation, the table, and the graph. And we kind of talked about all of these. We kind of worked with all of them. So now we're just like putting it all together. So let's start with verbal first, and we'll just kind of work through all of it. So a baby giraffe measures 6 feet tall. Okay, I feel like that's important. When it is born, and it grows an average of a half a foot each month. So let's talk about what our different parts of our thing is. We need to write it in y equals mx plus b. That's our form. Okay, and so our m is our slope, and b is the y-intercept, our starting point. Okay, slope is how it's going up. So let us think. M is the half a foot each. The each gives it away. That is telling you that it's my slope. So that's my M. And then a giraffe measures. It's starting there. Like it's not any smaller. It's not going to get any, that's where it's going to start at. At that moment, that giraffe is 6 feet. Okay. So, and that is our B. So let us put it into our equation. So y equals m, which is a half, x, plus the 6 feet. So that is our starting point. And so now we're just putting each of these in to the equation. We're putting in on our table, we're putting in our x values in for our x. And I'm going to show that, and I'm going to write out each of them. So I'm going to put a half, and I'm going to zoom into this so you guys can kind of see, 0 plus 6. And I have just, basically all I did was take my 0 and put it in place of my x. That's all I did, nothing too fancy. So a half times 0 is 0, plus 6 is 6. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just substituting x in for that. So a half times 1 is a half, plus 6 is 6.5. A half times 2 plus 6 equals, so a half times 2 is 1 plus 6 is 7. A half, 3 is 7.5. So if you notice, we're just adding 0.5 each time. And that's basically what you're doing. As the months go on, we're adding a half. And so a half times 4 plus 6 equals 8. Sorry, 0.5. And then a half, 6 plus 6 is 9. All right, so now we have our order pairs. This is our x value, these are our y values. And now we're going to graph them. Okay, so here's our graph, and I'm going to take these things. So this one's going to be 0, 6, 1, 6, 2, 7. My bad, I lied. This one is 6.5, just like that. Okay? And I'm going to graph them. And I'm just going to fill this in down here. Just like that. So 0, 6, so there's our first dot. And then 1, 6.5, which is right in the middle. And then 2 is 2, 7, right there. And then 3 is 3 and 7.5. So I'm going to finish writing these out. And this is all we're doing. Okay. So 4 is 8. And then 5 is 8.5. And it's just going in this direction. It's going up as the months go on. So this is my months, and this is my height of the giraffe. Okay? And so that's what you're going to be doing. It's just the same process, pulling the equation out, plugging in x, and then graphing it. It is not, don't be overwhelmed. Go one step at a time, and we will be okay.